What's going on, guys? It's Aiden25 here, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team playthrough. So in the last episode, we went and we didn't actually. First off, before we went anywhere, we learned of the impending potential doom of our world, and then we went to. Well, we volunteered ourselves to be the ones to prevent that from happening. And then we returned to the Magma Cavern to grab ourselves a new team member to help us out with preventing the impending doom of our world. So, what we're going to be doing today, of course, is going on our way to prevent the impending doom to our world. And we're going to get ourselves all set up first, of course. And then, make our merry way out there. It's so funny that I have so many of the letters and stuff too, because a lot of I don't think necessarily the game expects you to progress so many days into the game, or days going by in the game as I have. So I basically a lot of the stuff, the letters and stuff that I've been getting are related to stuff in the post game, so it's kind of funny that I'm even having anything related to it now. But that's awesome though. Magnemite's got self-cure now, which is good. Another nice thing about gummies, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but another nice thing about gummies when you give them to your team members while they're in their friend area is it also gives them a chance to boost their stats, which is very nice. And actually, really quick, I believe that there are some gummies that I have in the storage that I want to give to the team member that we got yesterday. Let's see, yes there is. 2 of each. Awesome. So we'll go and give that to them. And then I'm hoping anyway that the Onyx is the Pokemon we recruited, by the way, just in case you guys missed the last episode. As always, of course, the playlist will be linked down below in the description, so you guys can check out anything that you may have missed. Ooh, nice. Got 1 into every stat. That's awesome. Nice. That's perfect. Alright. I love Onyx's sprite in this game too. I think he looks so freaking dope. I like Steelix's as well. They made my boys look so awesome in this game. But alrighty. That's awesome. I am hoping that I can get myself another Petrify or Warp Orb or something from Kecleon here, because just like in the Magma Cavern, oh crap. Alright, well, that might make Sky Tower a little bit more entertaining for sure. And actually, I believe I need to buy a second power band, don't I? Because I only have the one, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna need to buy another one of those. Because I'm obviously giving myself one because I'm mostly going. Oh god, I forgot. You gotta do it this way. I'm mostly going to be using Tackle over anything else, for the most part, up here in the Sky Tower, because if you guys can figure out, most of the Pokemon we're going to be battling are flying types. So my grass type attacks aren't going to be very helpful, so we're going to be relying on Tackle pretty heavily here. And obviously I want to get another power band for Onyx because no duh, right? And I believe I actually have to go to Gulpin to remind him of Rock Throw, yes. It was get rid of Rage, not a big deal. And actually, I probably would rather have tackle than bind. So let me also forget bind for tackle. Alright, cool. Oh, no, that was all I wanted to do. I'm sorry, Gulpin. Thank you. Alright, so let's store our money away, and then of course we'll, yeah, we got a nice little nest egg of money to start the post game, but we still have so much, like, more money to need. Like, it's kind of wild. Like, that's not even gonna scratch the surface. Alright, so let's see, what do I need here? So I need 2 more apples and then a couple orange berries. And then I think we should be good to go. I don't see us needing anything else other than that. I will be giving Dig to Onyx eventually, but obviously it's not going to be very helpful up in Sky Tower because of obvious reasons. So I'm just going to wait and give it to him later. But alright, yeah, we're all decked out and ready to go. I'm going to save really quick just so I don't have to go through all this prep work again, just in case something bad happens. And then we'll make our way onward. So Sky Tower is the longest dungeon in the game up until this point. It even is bigger than Magma Cavern was. So today's episode might be a little bit longer because I do just want to wrap it all up today. I kind of would like the main story to get wrapped up in 20 episodes because it's a nice even number. Even though the series isn't going to be done after 20, I still would like to wrap the main story up after 20 just because I'm weird like that. Yeah, what's Datu doing? That's crazy. The teleport gem. What's that? Whoa. That's kind of cool. This is the teleport gem, okay. It will deliver you to the world of the sky. I love this music too, man. Like, this is so goated. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Using the power of psychics. Okay, by me, Alex Sandman. A ghost type Pokemon. Wonder who that could have been. A ghost type Pokemon. Oh well. Must not dwell on it. We got bigger fish to fry. Yep, of course we're gonna go. We gotta go talk to my goat. And then when that wish comes true, I can return to my world. So our last adventure was Squirtle. Well, it's been fun, buddy. But let's go do this. Whoa, that's kind of dope. I love this track, guys. This track is so good here. You guys gotta listen to this. This is so freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, this is easily one of my top 5 tracks in the game. I love how it like steadily builds as time goes on before like the actual drop happens. Like I love the drums in it. Like it's just a simple like, you know, the bass and the snare and everything, but it's just so good still. And they got like the little those I want to call them chimes, but I know that's not what they are. But the little, you know, like the little bells. It's so freaking good, bro. This is crazy though. We're literally on the clouds. I wish they would have had an animation for him walking diagonally too, just like they did from side to side, but that was kind of cool. Whoa, and that's what we're about to be going up. Look how massive that is. That's crazy. Yep, Rayquaza's at the top. Alright, let's go do this. But yeah, guys, so today's episode, like I said, might be a little bit longer because Sky Tower in and of itself is 26 floors, and then the, I don't know, the peak, I guess I'll call it, is 9. So Lunatone and Solrock are both found here, and since we actually did get the Mount Moonview friend area in and amongst our travels, we actually could recruit them now. But since Onyx is here, its body size is 4, and you can only have a max body size for a team of 6. Well, there's a level up for Squirtle, nice. And obviously with Squirtle and I being a body size of 1 apiece, with Onyx being 4, that makes 6, so we can't recruit any other Pokemon, but that's not a big deal, of course. Because really, realistically, only Lunatone and Solrock would be quote-unquote useful for us in this to get through this place. The other Pokemon that we can get would be Duskull and Shuppet, because they stay in the Darkness Ridge friend area that Absol resides in. But again, same thing as with Lunatone and Solrock, with Onyx being on the team, then, you know, body size is too big, so we can't recruit nobody. But yeah, this is, oh yeah, Shedinja is here also. It doesn't give any XP even if you knock it out with a move, so I honestly wouldn't even waste, like if you had a super effective move against it, like if you were a fire starter, or if you were playing as Totodile or Squirtle and you had Bite, or, you know, you had a flying type move, or a ghost type move, or even if, you know, you had a Pokemon that can use rock type attacks, it's not really worth it to waste a PP on it, because the most it'll give you, even if you knock it out with a move, is 4 PP, or 4 XP. So I personally would just throw a rock or a thorn or something at them, because the XP is negligible anyway, even if you do knock it out with a move. So it's just, it's more efficient to just knock it out with one of those things instead of wasting a move. Why do I miss Rage Relief but you land Hypnosis? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, they really, like, they changed moves a lot in Mystery Dungeon compared to the main games. Like, Spite is actually an absolutely broken move in this game. Like, now I have no Rage Relief PP left. And for a dungeon like Sky Tower being as long as it is, that is so detrimental, losing all your PP. Because it's, like I said, it's such a long dungeon. Like, obviously, like I said, it's the longest up until this point. Thankfully, though, it does have a midway point to it, so it's not just like a straight through deal. I really should be using my grass type moves. Why am I using tackle? I'm so silly. But there's Duskull, like I was mentioning earlier, the other of the two Pokemon that resides in the same friend area that Absol does. So if we didn't have Onix, and if we had a Pokemon that had a smaller body size than Onix, I should say, then, you know, we could recruit one of them if they wanted to join us, but that will have to wait for another trip through here. So, now that the main story is going to be wrapped up today, I do want to ask you guys something. So obviously I'm going to show the post-game, of course, right? And I mentioned earlier in the series that I do want to do a recruit 'em all of the game for this. Even if it is on my own time, of course. I do still want to do that. But, the question that I have for you guys, oh boy. Now this is the annoying part about fighting ghost types, is that they can go over the walls, and unless you have a move like Thunderbolt, and actually I want to say Thunderbolt might even be the only move that works like this in this game. Or no, like if you have a move like Thunderbolt or Silver Wind or like Ominous Wind, I think those three might be the only ones, though. You actually can't hit the ghost types while they're flying over the walls like that without using, like, a Graveler Rock. You also can't throw spikes at them either. You would have to throw Graveler Rocks at them, which is very, very, very annoying. I mean, it is a cool mechanic that ghost types can float over the walls and stuff, because, like, oh god, because, like, why can't they, right? Like, it makes perfect sense, but the fact that you can't touch them, I think, is kind of, I mean, that makes sense too, don't get me wrong, but it is kind of silly to me at the same time. Like, I kind of don't like that, but it does make sense, so I can't complain about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does logically make sense. All of it. That one, that they can float through the walls, or across the walls, and two, that you can't hit them because the wall is in the way. But it does make Sky Tower kind of a little bit more stressful, and makes them, like, even stronger, because, you know, they're just free to attack, basically. I'm never gonna say no to money. But yeah, so let me know, guys, down below in the comments if you guys want to see the Recruit 'em all live on screen, or if not. Because if not, I'll just do it on my own time. That's perfectly okay as well. So like I said, I just don't want to do that. But if you guys would think that would be too boring or too repetitive or something, obviously I wouldn't do that on screen. Or if you guys would like, I could just stream the Recruit 'em all bits on my Twitch channel, and then along with uploading the VODs to my VODs channel, I also could put them into the playlist on this channel. So you guys it'd be there if you wanted to watch them, but if not, then that would be okay as well. But yeah, just let me know down below in the comment section on that, guys, and well, obviously that's still, a little bit of a ways away. We still got to do the post game first. I mean, that's not me saying I'm not going to try to recruit any Pokemon during the progression of the post game. I'm going to do that the same as I did in the main story. Pokemon wants to join, sure, why not? Go ahead. But of course, a lot of the Recruit 'em all is, getting the Mons evolved as well, which that's the most annoying and repetitive part, honestly, is getting them grinded up, because the best dungeon, if you guys have a better place to do this at, by the way, definitely also please feel free to let me know down below, but the the best place to level up that I've found, so like in all my time of playing this game, is actually Solar Cave. Because like the Mr. Mimes and the Hypnos and stuff there, on like there's only like a certain number of floors. I think it's like, I think floors like 7 to 9 or 7 to 12 or something like that are the floors that I used. But like, even that is still kind of time consuming. It's not like outrageously time consuming, but it is still time consuming. But that's, like I said, to my knowledge, that's the best one to, like, the best place to level up at. Obviously that is only in the post game, but it's, guess that's what happens when we're in one of the longest dungeons in the main story. Oh, now we're gonna start seeing some of the big boy Pokemon. But I think I am a little bit too over leveled, but it's okay. Cause I think like you probably are intended to be going through this dungeon about level 26 to 28, but with us having, oh my gosh, I just did a full complete little loop there. With us having the type disadvantage of being a grass type, I just wanted us to kind of be good to go, but I guess I kind of am a little bit too over leveled for this, but that's okay. That's also mostly because I was trying to level Tangela up to do my strat. I think if I would, man, we would get Hail a lot. I also think that if I was not doing my strat, then I think we wouldn't have been this high leveled, but, because I wouldn't have had to level up Tangela all the way. And as you saw there's a Dusclops. It's our, oh, damn it! Oh, well, I could have knocked out that Soul Rock too, because I planned on using Bullet Seed, but for some reason I picked Giga Drain. A little bit of a lapse of brain power there, but whatever. But yeah, and obviously, as we know, Dusclops' ability is pressure, so it'll use, every time you use a move, it'll take up 2 performance points instead of 1. So, just like with the apples with the dungeon, because the dungeon is a long one, make sure you bring yourselves some max elixirs as well, because they're going to be very important. But you see, like, even with us being the level we're at, that Soul Rock with Confusion still did a lot of damage to us, so it's not like we can really, you know, it's not like we're going on a leisurely stroll. I mean, you know, obviously we are doing a lot of damage to the Pokemon we're fighting, but we're still taking a lot too. That's one thing, I don't know if I mentioned it already, I might have in a previous episode, but that's one thing that I've noticed over all the years of playing this game. Well, the whole series, actually. Well, I shouldn't say the whole series, because I haven't played Gates or Super, so I don't necessarily know if the mechanics are the same in those games compared to this one, but I do, at least in this one, I've noticed that... Oh, stupid. At least in this game, I've noticed that your level is a little bit more important than what your stats are, as far as the damage you do and the damage you receive. And you guys are probably like looking at me like, Aiden, what does that even mean? That doesn't make any sense. So, like, for example, I'm level 31. If I was to fight a Pokemon that was, oh, I don't know, level 40, or even level 50, well, that's 50 is a little bit of an over-exaggeration. Level 40, right? 9 levels higher than me. I'll even demote myself back to level 30, so just to make everything even. So I'm fighting a level 40 Pokemon and I'm level 30. It's 10 levels higher than me, okay? Let's say that it's a neutral typing, so none of my attacks are super effective, and it's, you know, oh god, the most broken Pokemon in this dungeon. For that reason right there. Now, I'll get back to my first thing in a second because I just want to make a comment on that and why I say that that's the most broken Pokemon in this dungeon. And that is because Silverwind is a room clearing move, so it can attack any Pokemon in the room, right? So that's why it hit all three of us. Now you might be thinking, okay, well that is kind of strong, but like, you know, big deal, right? Well, for those of you that have played the main games quite often, you know that Silverwind has a chance to give the user a boost to all of their stats. Well, here's another Pokemon with pressure that we gotta worry about. Well, in Mystery Dungeon, that is still a thing with Silverwind and Ominous Wind. They give a chance to boost the user stats upon, you know, being used. But the reason why it's broken in this game is that chance to raise the stats. There's a chance for that to proc on every Pokemon that gets hit by the move. And yes, you guys heard me correctly. I did just say any Pokemon that gets hit by the move. So that Venomoth there had a chance to get a stat boost off of me, off of Squirtle, and off of Onix. So at the end of that round, if he got lucky enough, he could have been +3 into every stat and ×3 speed. Which, guess what, the speed stat does in this game? It increases your attack frequency, which would have meant that if he got to +1 or 2 or even 3 speed, or 1 times, 2 times, or 3 times speed, I should say, he would have had a very good chance to click that move again, which would give him more chances to get the proc on the stats going up. This is going to be a Mystery Dungeon. I love how I just said that was about to be a Mystery Dungeon. We're in the Mystery Dungeon. I meant to call that a Monster House. I thought that was going to be, but thankfully it wasn't. As you just saw there, Tropius is walking by. That's another Pokemon that you can recruit during the main story. Again, unless you have a team that's of a body size the size of mine. And I mean, and you guys see, I am dealing out a good amount of damage, but I'm still taking a good amount of damage. Really quick while I'm going through here, let me actually look at Sky Tower. Let me look at the levels of some of the Pokemon that we're dealing with here. And that's another reason why I bring up the point of I think that level is more important in the calculations of damage in this game than stats. Because as I was saying in my example, like let's say that I'm level 30 and I'm fighting a Pokemon that's level 40. Okay? And they're not super effective against me, I'm not super effective against them, I don't resist them, they don't resist me, okay? With that being said, let's just say, for example, my attack, I'm going to use Razor Leaf. So my special attack stat is, I don't know. Well, we'll just look at what it is right now. My special attack is 51, okay? And we'll say their special defense stat is 45. So not that, you know, I'm obviously more offensively strong than that Pokemon, right? Like my defense stats are, or my attacking stat is stronger than his defensive stat, right? Okay. Well, just because of the fact that he's level 40 and I'm level 30, I'm not going to do that much damage. Now, I'm going to do damage, but I won't do that much damage. Yeah, so so here's a reason why I bring that up. Okay, so that Flygon that we were fighting, Flygons are level 27 in this dungeon, okay? Now, Sandtomb, as we all know, is neutral on me. Oh, here we are at the midway point, guys. And we're actually, this episode might not be outrageously longer. Well, actually, yes, it will, because I'm literally gonna be summoning the whole. Oh, you know what? Because I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? I really don't want to end the main story on an oddball number, but just because of the fact that we are doing the post game, obviously, and because there's a lot of plot to go through on top of having to do the boss battle, I am going to wrap the episode up now, since we're at the midway point, but I just want to wrap my point up really quick. So, Flygon's level 27, okay? I'm level 31. Now, Sand Tomb is a neutral attack to me, and I don't know what Flygon's physical attack stat is, but my defense stat is 45, okay? That's pretty decent, right? And a neutral hit to me was doing, I think, what did it do, 25 or 35 something damage? And I'm 4 levels higher, right? So, like, there's only 4 level difference there, and it did 25 damage. Now, again, I don't know what Flygon's attacking stat is at level 27 to know how drastically higher it is from level 45. Nor do I know what its defensive stats are to be why it's taking 50 damage from a tackle from me with 63 attack. But I haven't, like, fully, like, tested. I know I'm saving for the 3rd time. I just really don't trust it. I haven't done, like, full-blown research into this point, so I don't know for 100% fact. I'm just speaking from experience on what, like, all my times of playing this game, that I feel like level is a more important thing than actual stats. But I don't know. Anybody that knows more, if you guys want to let me know that down below in the comments as well, that'd be really cool, because I always like to learn more about this game whenever possible, because I love this game to death. But yeah, like I said though, guys, I am going to wrap this up here, and we'll continue on in the Sky Tower in the next episode. So if you guys enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below. I'd greatly appreciate that. And click the subscribe button if you guys are new. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you guys do get notified next time videos do go live on the channel. And with that, I will see you guys on my next episode. See you later, guys.